Addo for native for any say a Afenyo markings one by some fitiano BC Sammy. Say no a year becca party leaders for any NPP MPs for Naba Bonting, according to Kevin Taylor, nominal about Bonting air Kesi. The Afenyo markings say, you know, one share or the party bedding, a power Accusations on the party bedding, power share a year at the chassis. It is a normal penny the leadership beam. A monthly leadership beam there, and you made a more in a free air as a minority leader on a more people Friday, I'm not sure because near my current demonstration as no air don't many in Jahon, ain't I don't made on being a few, ain't it? If you know, or one person made on our video many binty. Even say, so I explain it to a year. Police forces anything near the national almost near the made almost penny beam. Ain't he one way no? And I came to like a cinema Michael Quay, cinema NPP MPs, or cinema my co-father and cousin say. So my engineer feel within 24 hours. I had the senior papa. Now in some of our can I just say they say no BBC and Jazeera phone United. I captured those footage in United and they go Parliament in Massey. So they go Ghana for in Massey. In the Afenyo video no, I come viral. No matter how I just obey explain no say police need to help more boss near that no. Say no crown dia a on video na capture. Baby a capture no near can baby a capture no na BBC for a posty. Baby a capture na head Al for it. Can you go Afenyo marking say any mass? Na okanya to say Afenyo marking leadership no a full of criminalities. Criminalities being here or say the leadership now requires asset tag and such something chase a can at the nubino and nubina and leadership now require na Afenyo marking sense I able to draw within a first a 120 days of a mama or core office no and I came to teach my say oh good NPP any massy or she a police near some and I think this opacity beyond on back newspaper to enhance on one casade and course one year and party and casancoso. Come near good in your banner and come giant out to us.
If you guys condone this act that I have shown to the world, if you people are going to sit there and say this is okay, then none of you guys deserve our attention from today. Now we know the party is a party of thugs. Oh, the party itself, they have decided not to speak because it's a party that condones murder. It's a party that is filled with thugs. Michael Quay, Ekufuado, those leaders, Hakmano Uswajiman, the people, J.A. Kufuor and the rest, you see they are quiet because this is what the party represents. This is what the party represents. Are you not ashamed to be a part of the NPP and the NPP that has a minority leader who is a thug, who is a foolish thug? This is not just an embarrassment to the NPP. This is an embarrassment to Ghana Parliament. And I'm speaking to Speaker of Parliament. Are you going to allow this filthy riffraff to stand in front of your Parliament to make laws? Who is going to respect the Parliament of Ghana? Who, in their right senses, was has shown around the world that you have a member of parliament who is a minority leader who went out to attack a police officer in uniform. This shouldn't be taken as a joke. Mami and this idea will grow. The party itself should purge itself from this guy. The NPP should be thinking about getting a better leader in parliament to lead the NPP, because from today, a fool will not even respect the NPP minority in parliament. No fool. Is this guy going to come back and sit in parliament and tell me, Kevin, or tell you Ghanaians to respect him? Is this fool going to come back to parliament and tell Ghanaians that I am an honorable man and that what I say you should listen? Is this fool Afenyo Markin, this twerp, this idiot, is this fool going to come back to parliament and tell Ghanaians that he is an honorable man and that the decision he is making, the things he is talking about, they are things that we need to absorb and use to govern this nation? That is why I'm saying this is not just something that affects NPP in Quay. Where are they affecting parliament? Where are they affecting parliament? Parliament is an arm of government. It's one arm of government. Because you go Supreme Court, I didn't go Supreme Court because of see, Parliament here one arm of government, and nobody is supposed to do what? Intimidate. Nobody is supposed to disgrace. Nobody is supposed to try and belittle Parliament. This fool. Ochina Parliament be into more NPP for. You expect Afenyo to rise up and talk to Yanni Ghana for said yen. Because a whole political party, you are condoning this nonsense. You expect this guy to come and lead you. And you expect we Ghanaians to respect you. And you, Ekufuado, you, Hakmana Uswajiman, you, somebody called Michael Quay, you, these elders in the party, a party in opposition, you expect rational Ghanaians who are still angry to do what? To listen to your parliamentarians, to listen to Afenyo and make a decision. Now, the question to the NPP is simple. Afenyo ebe lead for 120 days. Na NPP as minority, what have you achieved under this dog? I am asking you people. Now, I'm ready an hour ago, I'm ready the achievement of John Mahama after 120 days in office. Me busamo NPP for may show a video that will be on record for years. The question is, Akwa be NPP minority leader. We are basically in 4 months. What are his achievements? What are his achievements? Because today, everything about Afenyo Markin, Ghana history, politics about Afenyo Markin say he's the first minority leader, a politician from the NPP who stood in public and slapped a uniformed police officer. Hey! This is not a joke. This basically brings the party into a shithole. And anytime people say, for 4 months and minority, what has he achieved for you people? Now let's go into Afenyo Markin's 120 days. Afenyo Markin's 120 days. The reason why we are here today, the reason why we're telling the NPP, say, if you don't change this guy, if you don't make sure this fool is taken away from your front, the NPP can never be attractive to Ghanaians again. And I know, because the NPP is filled with animals, with people who don't think, with people who think Ghanaians are stupid. But this guy, it basically sums up the last 4 months amuko opposition. Police in Afenyo Markin after 120 days. These are the sins of Afenyo Markin. This is a party that wants to come to power. This is a party that wants Ghanaians to see, say, they have rebranded themselves. This is a party that Ghanaians want Ghanaians to believe, say, they are a party with intelligent people who are humble, who respect the rule of law. This is Afenyo Markin will lead a party in opposition. The question here is, a day in Afenyo Markin in the past 4 months, or leading the NPP in opposition, what has he done? And Afenyo Markin adia Kai as the leader of the NPP in parliament, a lawmaker, a minority leader, is that he has slapped a police officer on duty. These are the sins of Afenyo Markin. And we will never forget this. These sins are not going anywhere. And NPP, let me tell you people, someone idea will say simpler. This is the beginning of your party. This party will collapse because you have allowed a fool to lead this party. Yeah? Afenyo's sins only made the NPP look bad before reasonable Ghanaians. Now, since Afenyo Markin was made the majority leader by Ekufuado, a position he clearly didn't deserve, according to a former leader, Oseche Mensah-Bonsu. He has always wanted everything to be about him and not the party or its progress. He wants to make news and always be in the news for his personal image, enhancement, and not the growth of the party. These are facts. Since somebody Afenyo Markin as a minority leader, a thug, who is slapping uniformed police officers, he has always made everything about himself. That is why every single day, this party keeps going down the shithole. But because Mojiminti, Afenyo Markin became the majority leader in 2024 because it was Ekufuado's idea. Not because Ekufuado was looking for somebody who was competent or Not because Afenyo was competent to lead. They knew Afenyo psychologically wasn't matured enough to lead a group of men and women. But because Akufo-Addo, because of his selfish interest, no against the NPP for Jimmy, so he needed Afenyo Markin to come do dirty job for him. So the guy is not cut for the job. And since he became the minority leader, it has always been about him. It has always been about what he wants. It has always been about his foolishness. It has always been about disgracing and running the party down. Anytime people say NPP say, "Mo party no," for you people to be comfortable with Afenyo Markin, who slaps a police officer in public as the minority leader, mo party no, mo expect say Ghana for, you better not say Ghana for tomamo. Penny ni party ni mo biem. Now let me show you the sins, the 120-day sins of Afenyo Markin since he became your minority leader. Now, Afenyo Markin moves to Supreme Court, and these are some of the things that Ghana for bufu.
Week Thursday, the Electoral Commission was ready to finalize the Ablekuma North collation process. What did we see? Some thugs invaded the EC office, threatening lives, destroying properties. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable. It puts a black spot on our beautiful democracy. Maybe today it is benefiting somebody, but tomorrow the same thugs that we are encouraging them to be lawless may come back at us. Mr. Speaker, the government cannot pretend not to be aware of this. The Electoral Commission as a constitutional body needs protection. The police, headed by the respected IGP and his team, must do all it can to protect the EC. We are aware of the good work they have done thus far. But this is a 276-member chamber. We are 275. The Electoral Commission, in a statement, has said that it is ready to finalize. But tax are preventing it from doing its work. There can't be any more silence on this matter. I call on Mr. President to take charge and call the thuggery out. Mr. Speaker, we know that Mr. President, in his records in this House, was known to be a peace-loving Ghanaian. Mr. Speaker, indeed, his calm approach in addressing media issues was what endeared him to the heart of Ghanaians. So without doubt, I may disagree with him, but I know he's a peace-loving Ghanaian. At Jubilee House, maybe he may be too busy to read the newspapers or to watch the news. But
this is the kind of foolishness he exhibits in Parliament. So he knows the law. He was calling on the president to take action. He was calling on the right agencies to take action. But somebody will say, "Oh, now say Afenyo Markin or your NPP ni." I expect the NPP today as a political party. Now, I'm talking to the NPP leadership. I'm talking to the 88 pigs in Parliament. I am talking to the so-called Council of Elders in the NPP. You want Ghanaians to watch this and vote for the NPP? What is a Ghana? A joke, and he slapped the police officer twice. Now, we have decided to make a slow motion of this video. The intent, the intentions, and then so we share the slow motion version of this video. You can see clearly, say Afenyo Markin is a madman, and the NPP want us to treat this as some trivial matter. This is a minority leader in public, on national television, on BBC, on CNN, on Al Jazeera, slapping a police officer in uniform twice in front of the Flagstaff House. Now watch this in slow motion. Watch it. Take your time. Kacha will say, the video you watched right now, no, take your time. Now, she police, she na chin, she na funo. Now she Afenyo market because obo police na some twice. The first slap, no, see the impact of the slap. So she police, usha police, usha na funo, usha na chin kakra. Ne jaw has say no, usha slap na Afenyo market born no. How it shook a police in the name. Take your time and watch it. The guy deliberately decided to slap the police officer. And Sebio, police officer Debiana on person beka. But that was a hit. That was a punch. This is the minority leader. And the NPP want us to think, say, oh, this is nothing. Oh, this one there. No, the guy deliberately slapped the police officer. Watch the video very well. Share the impact. Share police need to know. Share impact. And watch it again. Watch it again.
Abusha for any art in Sama any Bema came till HH matches some get because Nieman Ababeto Jano as a fem and you na any quan say a co a year sabi Rosa. You are far from your markings near Mao Quay or demonstration as here. Or do you know what I want to see? They say no, you are dressing as a madman. From your markets, he addressed as a madman. They say no NPP leaders found a more penny beam. Because the leadership now say, or the more cura teaching. Is he for ya bonnechi? AJ Kufa bonnechi. A Michael Quay ya bonnechi. A another go for ya bonnechi. Hackman was saying ya bonnechi. Sanko for near ya deomede, or me and penny for all that party. Now, video now about pointing no. Omeni who be now what should I get on my head or my mere man? That silence no, and I came to last one ninja home. Because to mean silence on a brand of for your meaning your papa. Nancy seen a whole minority leader in parliament. With the matter was at the above police now soon. Nakadija for honorable. And I am Pakram posted the Okanian of crazy police in the Zapi Moboswa. Fast up in the boss nibie, no what matter was that I ship police now soon. Twice. You say be about twice, now the shit now soon. Bonnie Ben or the Iowa washing now soon. Bonnie Ben or the Iowa washing now soon. Ain't it name it boy? You can't say a fan of raw, say, oh, I do this, and forget. And the way your minority didn't forget. And we been see one demonstration as here, a Shanghai for before. Minority dia no. More police for more nose and more chin. Afenyo market kwashe came na more arrest and some more chin cuisine and business say, I didn't know I son. Kada moon monanka de no person called Twitter and other watch as a petition. Adokoma a IGP no. Kada movement and go beat Makana. Go to Minka. But it's as a rich I am back hiding. Akko TV stations are okay can or pay and one film way or that training letters say, send it in there. I was going to cry. Say police in a Pimoboso, and I was washing us twice. To be Moboso, yes, like Yeshinasum. Casamity, I was say, I, baby, oh, pian, come out. Really. To try na some nana like na fono kwa was also in India. And then Kapona and Canana Timintia. Prano was a on moment a piano bosso. Then baby, I'll go in your own piazza. Where minority dainty in Yende. No, we no say. Is there no BBC for any agenda for near the egu a year, Parliament in Massa. It is big up and barbarian for the native from there. BBC and yard papa. No, can I to say, is there Afenyo Markins? You are dressing as a madman because you know, the boy police near in slow motion by already about to and you share that slow motion, and as Afenyo Markins said, a police now, mama police now, and I was also. You know that a video no. Now they say no, they are any person say, is it NPP MPs for NB? Or more parliament. I'm gonna say they want to allow Afenyo Markins to lead them that or more allowed that because near man now what done they didn't know. Or more who be that. Say who minority that. You ever compare a year or say James Abun, not say James Abun, so he needs a police now. Can you imagine? Was it James Abunsu? I think a police now twice and sa panapampem. Obesa on yes, sir. Ain't your moon here leader for four, and I came tell her come here leader for four. So moon leader for four there, according to the came tell her was the NPP MPs no, and a NPP leaders for here leader for four bed video meaning. So me leader for four there, that means Afenyo Markins idea. You render useless parts and yasam katoa. No, my some my leadership, on I can't leadership now, it's full of criminality, a year, to quanto question, it's a year, 3 more things, something you don't be doing many no matter what say party. And I know why they were barbon unless they are Afenyo Markins criminals, and I said criminality is an sin. Alright, why you within 120 days? We 8 years in Kwambo feel within 120 days, then why? Had they also said, AI crowd bedding. Obe prove your man say I was a year Afenyo Markins then or retreat your police house. Afenyo Markins a good partner in mass or the partner question for us. Afenyo Markins they be up a sub by newspaper. Send be on one casabe de be couldn't name any party no Debbie a na party or the way they on for party in your shape. Ain't NPP MPs for no home. Did this phones wide and who said seen a wife on your Markins in 3. Jomon pet. And then I came to like the egg. No, so warning Michael Quay, warning Akufado, warning Hackman says, so ma'am, making sure that Afenyo Markins are there. Or Mungo, I'm in free party in the Quampunum. No, uncle, a co-parliament, so uncle, nature or Quaco baby. Quas or Ben sitting no grass or Quaco, ye minority leader near the other. I as a game telling your brave parties and yasam good one. Okay, can't say with my idea, chair or comment, such being so I shall more down for Sonny Biashi. I have 4 inches.